guys. Okay, just a quick video to reiterate what we did in class today. Okay, so number one, we went over a quick lesson on ATL skills, how to receive and give and receive meaningful feedback. We broke into small groups and shared out your sketches with each other. I will need to do this a few different times in an advanced art classroom, because I think the strongest thing about an advanced art classroom is that you can share out your stuff and get feedbacks from other artists and make that to improve your drawings. So by this point, I had asked you to make 2 quick thumbnail sketches. When we're giving feedback, the whole goal is to be able to compliment and give constructive criticism with an example, give possible solutions. So the lesson I did, and you can scroll through here a little bit, but what I had you do is kind of harder to do when you're not live. But bottom line is when you're seeing somebody's drawing, you want to compliment it first, say something that you liked, and then give a possible solution on how to improve it. Hey, I really like the way you drew this. Did you think possibly about maybe making this part bigger, or maybe adding a little bit more detail, or whatever it is that you think would be a good idea for that lesson? So that's one thing we did. And you're welcome to go through the slides here so you have an idea, but that's giving and receiving feedback. And then the other thing we did is I gave you the details on your final sketches. So if you are ready to start your final sketch, let's have this load. Here's the rubric, okay? So it'll jump. It should jump. It's taking a minute, right? Okay. So at this point, you should be done with your 2 thumbnail sketches. And this is how I would grade you on your sketches and your research and that kind of stuff. So then the next part of this is, if you're ready to start your final, this is kind of a sample of what a final would look like. So let's go back and look here at this. Part 3 and part 4 of your task. You're going to choose one of your thumbnails to create a final sketch. You can add more detail to what you already have based on feedback. You can, definitely reincorporate it. If after seeing other people's you want to revamp it, that's great. You're going to choose one of your thumbnails, and then you're going to create a final sketch. And then the other part is that you're going to incorporate interesting facts that you have into your overall project. So let's scroll down here and see. So here is, if you look, this one is similar, not all the way, but this one is similar to the one that I took to my final. I kind of took stuff off of these and incorporated into my final. So then into my final, here's what it looks like. I have a variety of different things. I've got the 10, remember my number was 10, power of 10. And then I put in the 10 commandments. I put in a bowling pin because there are 10 pins in a bowling. I put a $10 bill with who's on it. I have the letter 10, the number Roman numeral 10 that is on my ring finger. There's a couple different things in here. And then I incorporated facts. I put way more facts than I needed on my drawing itself. So based on those 2 things together, here's how I would grade you. You'll get 1 grade for this part of it and 1 grade for this part. So 1-2 means a minimal sketch and information, very limited artistic skill. You just draw it really flat, just a couple isolated things on it, and maybe just list out your numbers over here, okay? So that would be a 1-2. I'm hoping you're in advanced art class. I'm thinking no one's going to do that. 3-4 are random images on the page. So instead of incorporating it, as you can see in this, I've got layers of stuff, right? I've got something in the foreground, something in the middle ground, something in the background. So if you just strictly, if I took 10 commandments and I drew it in one corner, and I took the bowling ball, the bowling pin, and I put it in another corner, it's not really integrated in an overall composition. They're just random things on a page. That would be like a 3-4, okay? You're showing some very basic artistic skills. In a 5-6, your images are integrated into an overall composition. This is an overall composition. It's thought out. There's good symmetry to it. Things are layered in it. Instead of just having the number 10 in it, Roman numeral, I've got a person's hand holding the bill. It's all integrated. I've thought out the placement of things. And things really flow together, and it shows a strong artistic skill. In addition, even if you look here, power of 10, I use this and I wrote out 10. Every one of these, instead of bullet points, I put a Roman numeral into it. And then even in this part right here, every time I mentioned 10, I used a color on it. And I only used the same colors in this whole composition. I didn't go random. I'm not saying you have to do that, but it's just showing a different way to get across your artistic skills. And then a 7-8 is your images are integrated in a creative and thoughtful way. You really have done something outside. Things flow together. It's not predictable. You've thought outside the box. It's hard to really give you examples of that. It's just kind of, I think once you see it, that's why this is a formative grade. Once you see it, you'll be able to see other people, and it'll help spark it. Okay. So anyway, if your stuff is created in an artistic and thoughtful way, maybe you're integrating colors or thoughts or ideas into it in a really abstract way, that's a 7-8. You show excellent artistic skills such as shading, texturing techniques, other things that are the 7 elements of art. Maybe you're only doing it in a certain color scheme. Like I only really kind of did neutrals, and actually mine is actually in metallics. If you look at it, mine's silver, copper, and gold is what I did. Maybe you are only doing like primary colors if you want, or different texture techniques. I've got, let's see, I've got stippling in here. It's hard to see because this is smaller, but I've got stippling on the nail. I've got different hatching on the sides here. I've got stippling over here. I've got some cross hatching over here. Different ways that you can do things, shading and texture and all that good stuff. That will get you into a 7-8. So I was talking to people that this project I'm expecting it to be due, Tuesday would be your last work day, and then it would be due on Wednesday. So that gives you Monday. I want to check in with you on Tuesday, see where you are on the whole thing, and then the project will be due on Wednesday. As far as uploading it, I'm working on that. That's my homework for this weekend, as on Otis was the easiest, most seamless way for you to get your work to me. And I will let you know that on Monday. Okay. And you will upload all 4 of your things. You're going to upload a picture of your research. You're going to upload a picture of your thumbnail sketches, and then you'll upload a picture like I have now of your final project, and then you'll get the 4 formative grades on it for feedback. Okay, go ahead. Happy sketching. Good luck on it, and have a fantastic weekend. I'll talk to you later.